Bonjour à toutes et à tous. Aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour une nouvelle vidéo Les Experts 3 sur PC. Du coup. Et nous allons faire la troisième mission. Après la galère de la deuxième, où j'ai toujours pas trouvé ce qui me manquait, les autres sont plus faciles.
Hello again. Your first two cases indicate you have a real gift for forensics. But can you handle a genuinely grisly crime scene? I have one for you. First officer reports a call saying the apartment of a certain young woman is painted in blood. The apartment, and possibly the blood, belongs to a celebrity of sorts. Carrie Louise Kennelly, the casino heiress. But there's no body, just plenty of blood. You'll have Sarah Seidel at your side. Sarah knows her way around even the bloodiest crime scene. You better get going, she'll meet you there.
Cette mission est très sympa, mais on peut vite tourner en rond si on sait pas quoi faire. J'ai dû m'y reprendre 2 fois, parce qu'il y avait un élément qui me manquait, et il faut être très attentif à moi. Et oui, comme nous l'a dit le cher Grissom, on va arriver dans un appart maculé de sang, mais sans cadavre.
Wow, this is a lot of blood. Be careful not to step in anything. I'll document most of this, but I'd like you to photo anything that looks out of place. I don't want to jump to any conclusions yet, I just want to take in the evidence.
Et bonjour, ça t'écorcherait la gueule? Les 2 autres loulous, ils m'ont dit bonjour au moins. Bref, oui, on voit qu'il y a du sang partout.
This blood pooling is undisturbed. Strange. If a struggle happened with this much blood everywhere. A lot of blood for one person to lose. We don't have a body, but I'm thinking we should have.
Beaucoup de sang pour une personne? Oui, bah... C'est vrai qu'on a 5 litres de sang pour un adulte dans le corps. On voit quand même qu'il y a une traînée. Je peux pas prendre en photo, c'est fort dommage d'ailleurs. Voilà qu'il y a une tache. Voilà. Le pointeur n'est pas très réceptif sur cette tâche-là, donc qu'est-ce qu'on a là? Hop, voilà, on va prendre des photos, je pense.
Something big and heavy was dragged through here. Body, maybe.
Alors c'est très étrange parce que on voit plus à gauche que sur le plan là.
If the victim was being attacked, this could be hers. If she fought back, this could be her attackers.
Ouais, bah alors si l'assaillant a aussi perdu autant de sang, ça pique, hein.
Nothing here that will help us.
Top vérifier. Ah, qu'est-ce qu'on a trouvé? Oh, on voit rien. On va cliquer, mais apparemment il y a quelque chose. Et c'est pas du sang. On rigole, mais bon. Il y a des cochonneries faites dans cet appart.
Somebody was making this window into a door. Perp fleeing the crime scene.
Oui, fort probable. Oui, alors cette espèce de plante morte là, c'est un bout de plastique.
Plastic fragment. I have a guess what this is, but Grissom tells me not to do that.
Et moi j'aurais peut-être regardé un peu le sang au bord de la fenêtre, hein, ça aurait été très sympa, mais non. Ah voilà, donc vous voyez que la tache en bas ça sert à rien, par contre celle-là vous pouvez la prendre en photo.
This could be significant. The splash could represent where the first cut happened.
Bien sûr, on va prélever, savoir si c'est le même sang.
This seems unnaturally far from the rest of the blood. Freezer is empty. Not even a frozen pizza or TV dinner.
Perspicace, Sarah, perspicace. C'est vrai, toutefois. J'admets que un frigo vide, c'est étrange. Pas se mentir.
We have a print overlapping the door, which means somebody left after the crime went down.
Une empreinte de pied vers la porte, une empreinte de pied vers la fenêtre. Ça fait beaucoup de pieds. Oui, il y a autre chose à voir sur cette clé. Oh, allez. Voilà. Pouet, pouet.
Some kind of waxy substance?
De la cire sur une clé.
Looks like some old impressions on the pad. Let's see if you know how to process it in the
Au
field.
crayon. Non, il y a mieux quand même.
I know what you've been doing. You won't see a penny, Lucy. Lucy, huh?
Lucie. Je sais pas qui c'est, Lucie. Ben, si on n'a plus grand chose à faire là, on va aller interroger la personne qui est avec Sarah. On va quand même vérifier qu'on n'a rien oublié. Un élément le plus minime possible. Cette tâche, je suis sûr qu'il faut l'avoir, mais j'arrive pas à accéder. Allez, c'est parti. Ah, le petit meuble. Ah, on l'avait oublié, lui. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Une empreinte et un tiroir ouvert. Ou essayer de trouver.
Drawer still locked, but this indentation probably means somebody jimmied it.
Non, c'est plutôt ça. On a essayé de le forcer. Ah. Et qui êtes-vous?
Who are you? Make that, who the hell are you?
Las Vegas Crime Lab. Calm down, sir, and answer the question.
Il est marrant, lui.
Sorry. I guess I didn't expect to see a, chick playing cop. No offense. I'm Michael Dubois, Kara's fiancé. I hope you can tell me what the hell happened here. And where in God's name is she?
We're gonna do our
Fille à la
best to
police.
determine what happened here, Mr.
C'est quoi ce
Dubois,
monde?
and I'll try not let being a chick impede that.
I told you I didn't mean any
Ah,
offense.
si.
Wouldn't you be off your game if you showed up at your girlfriend's place and found it splattered like this?
Ouais, mon cul, oui. Macho,
Could be.
macho,
Just
man.
freaking out, looking every place including the damn ceiling for her. Could have left footprints just about anywhere in here. Take them.
Oh, les talonnettes. Donc, on va vérifier s'il n'y a pas du sang sur la semelle. Bon, et effectivement, il y en a. Mais bon, comme il a dit qu'il a peut-être paniqué, qu'il a marché dedans, pourquoi pas.
Nice work.
Merci.
3
Il
months
dit pas
from
bonjour, mais
tomorrow.
bon.
I mean, Carrie was picking out her damn wedding
Faut reconnaître
dress
mon
just the
travail,
other
Sarah.
day. Just yesterday, in my apartment. We had lunch. I fixed it for her. Kind of an amateur chef. I'm not the sexist pig you'd think I am. God, what could have gone down here? Can you test this blood and see if it's Carrie's or something? Carrie? Are you kidding? Don't pay any attention to that crap in the tabloids. Carrie's a sweetheart, a living angel. I hope to hell she still is. Nah, she was just Carrie. If anything, she was in a better mood than usual. Sometimes she can be kind of quiet, even, I don't mean this in a bad way, mousy. But she was all smiles and laughs.
Tu dis beaucoup de choses sans être méchant, entre guillemets.
Around midnight, I was expecting Carrie to be here. When I opened the door, I freaked out. Searched for her, nothing. And I called the cops, ASAP. Appointment? You think I make appointments with my own woman? I was just dropping by. Do that all the time. She likes it, me surprising her. Well, I've been here 100 times, so I've touched things in this apartment 100 times. But not tonight. I'm not a numbskull. Seeing all this blood, I knew something was wrong. Horribly wrong. I had to see if she was alive, so I checked her rooms quickly, and I think maybe I, stepped in some of that blood. Almost would have had to, but after I checked, I called the cops and stayed right here until you came. No, if I had, I wouldn't be wasting time here talking to some female lab assistant and her lapdog. I told you I was her fiancé. I had her key, she had my key. It doesn't mean we don't respect each other's privacy. I knocked before I let myself in, and I only came in because I knocked a long time and got kind of worried. Because if she was going out, I'd know about it. We're that close, you know? And then I saw this nightmare, and I called 911. I wish I didn't. Lucy Kennelly is Carrie's little sister. Don't think I throw the B word around loosely, but Lucy Kennelly, she is one cold, calculating bitch.
Ok.
If you tell me she has something to do with this, don't expect me to act shocked.
Ok. Il adore sa belle-sœur.
There's
Hein.
a will, there's a way. An old man Kennelly made Carrie, his older, more responsible daughter, the beneficiary of his major property, the Double Dip Casino. Even the old boy knows enough not to trust Lucy with that kind of responsibility. And brother, was little sister pissed. Over at the Double Dip, she works there, sucking up to daddy.
Oui.
Looks like the key to my apartment. I told you, we exchanged keys a long time ago. You never know when there's going to be an emergency or something. Case in point. Rule me out for what? I told you before, I'm your guy where helping find Carrie is concerned. You want to give me a cup to fill, or...
That won't be necessary, Mr. Dubois. A swab will do just fine.
Oui.
Over at the Gorman Towers, my apartment. Here's the address. And you people let me know the second you find anything about this horrible mess. I care about Carrie, you know. I really, truly care.
Ouais. Alors, il me semble qu'on n'a pas fini de fouiller l'appartement. Puisqu'il me semble qu'on n'a pas eu le mot disant que tout le lieu était fouillé. Oui, on l'a pas d'ailleurs. Il manque quelque chose. Et je suis sûr que c'est cette flaque à la noix que je n'arrive pas à prendre en photo. On a déjà vu. Ça aussi.
Nothing here that will help us.
Qu'est-ce qui manque? La cuisine, on a vu le frigo du coup. Et ouais, le plan de travail qui est tout propre. Ah, alors... Non, non, ça c'est Sarah, son bas les steaks. Là, il y a du sang. Le frigo vide, où on peut rien prendre parce qu'il n'y a rien à prendre. Alors, on va aller voir le Dr. Robbins, même s'il n'y a rien.
Oh, I hear you don't have a body for me. Not yet, anyway. But maybe I can give you some insights based on some photos. I'd be happy to run some tox reports if you give me blood samples as well.
Alors là, t'inquiète, il y a tout ce qu'il faut. Hein.
No problem. Check back later.
Ok.
Obviously, I can't give you a definitive answer, but the size is right to have been made by dragging a body across the floor. This small droplet spatter usually indicates a blow from a fist or other blunt object. At least half a gallon, could be more. And since it all came from one person, that person is almost certainly deceased.
Ouais.
Ah, but there's one striking anomaly, however. It's highly unlikely a victim with that kind of wound could remain conscious long enough to spread so much blood around so many places in one apartment. One theory would be the killer held onto the victim, dragged her around the place, which would give us one very bloody perp. You got it. Check back. Low and medium velocity spatter with no high velocity tends to rule out
Et
firearms.
c'est ça qui manque du
With
coup.
a small amount of blood spatter in
Oui.
the photo, the use
Qu'on a
of
vu
sharp
l'image là
instruments is
de...
fine, not a bludgeon. With the
La
blood
victime
coming
qui
out in
s'est
large
coupé
spurts everywhere, the possibility
la
of a
gorge, et donc
major
le
artery
collier
being
est tombé.
severed is strong. No problem. Check back later. No problem. Check back later. I've tried to help, but as Grissom would tell you, this is guesswork,
tu m'étonnes.
informed though it may be. I can't determine the time of death from blood alone. When you have a body for me, I'm sure I'll be the second to know, after the murderer. Reports are clean, no drugs indicated at all. If the body turns up, I'll make a note to check it for injection marks. Interesting item, not sure what to make of it. When looking for cause of death, I noticed a large portion of the blood was crystallized. Few things can cause this, including severe low temperatures. I wouldn't be surprised to find the body went through some form of freezing.
Ah ah. C'est très intéressant ce qu'il a dit. Donc, on va peut-être trouver ce collier. Et voilà. Très compliqué à voir. Hein. Lieu fouillé, voilà, c'est ce qui manquait. Le collier. Donc on va analyser un peu tout ce qu'on a trouvé. De retour dans notre nouvelle maison. C'est l'endroit où on passe le plus de temps dans le jeu, quasiment. Donc on va analyser un petit peu. On va d'abord si on trouve des traces correspondantes. Non. Non, non. Non. Et oui. Oui. Oui.
Sure they match, but we don't know what either of these items actually are, so this doesn't really get us anywhere. We need to match one of these against something known.
Ben oui, mais j'ai pas fait la con...
That's not good. No match to Dubois. This could mean a number of things. Worst case, she was also sexually attacked.
Oui, possible, hélas. Nous savons pas grand-chose du coup. Il n'a pas tort du coup de se dire que ben on sait
You can
pas
run
qui
that
c'est.
on the chemical analyzer.
Ouais.
We've done all we can with that evidence right now. Sure they match, but we don't know what either of these items actually are, so this doesn't really get us anywhere.
Mhm.
We need to match one of these against something known. Sure they match,
Oui, oui,
but we
tu me
don't
répétais
know
ça à
what
chaque
either
fois.
of these
Oui,
items
je sais,
actually
ça
are,
match.
so this doesn't really get us
Mais on
anywhere.
sait pas le pourquoi du comment.
We need to match one of these against something known. Match to the charming fiancé. Not a surprise since he
Ouais.
had his own key access, but this is surprising. Dubois had a record. Assault charge 2 years ago. Barroom incident sounds like he had a temper. Convicted, but suspended sentence due to first offense.
Mhm.
Wax, all right. Ski wax, actually, and you can make an impression of a key from this stuff. Perhaps somebody needed a spare key from Mr. Dubois' apartment. The trace analysis computer is the place for that.
Voilà tous les objets. Voilà. Ouais, il faut juste comparer avec une clé.
We've done all we can with that evidence right now. The neck was cut cleanly. From one side. Maybe during a knife attack.
Mhm. Ah oui. Il faut trouver le couteau.
Shoe and the floor print match, meaning Mr. Dubois exited after the blood was on the floor.
Ouais, donc, ce près de la porte, c'est bon, c'est Monsieur Dubois. Là, le fiançailles. Et mais à la fenêtre, on sait pas.
It's a common brand of trash bag, so this means a bag was dragged out through that window, perhaps heavy enough to cause a snag. Was the victim taken out like trash?
Et un sac poubelle. Ouais. Alors, qu'est-ce que nous allons... On va sûrement aller voir les autres lieux. Et on va interroger donc la sœur. Bonjour. Donc, là, ce coup-ci, on va interroger
Miss Kennelly,
la suspecte.
we're at the Las Vegas crime lab. We understand you've been informed about the situation at your sister's apartment.
Yes, I heard from your Captain Brass. I've been expecting you, and intend to help, of course, but could we move this along? I'm a busy woman, in charge of food services here, and that's a demanding and never-ending responsibility. Well, that Neanderthal is wrong for Carrie. He's a controlling jerk, although he's never learned to control his own temper. If this turns out to be something sinister, you may save yourself some trouble if you start with that
Eh
monster.
bien, décidément, le mec peut pas piffer sa belle-sœur, elle peut pas piffer son beau-frère. Par alliance.
No, I'm
Charmant.
not. Within reason. The drawers of my desk contain key business documents that I don't care to have rifled through.
Ouais.
Doesn't it speak for itself? Our father has been extremely ill, and Carrie has been staying away as if she might catch something. It's reprehensible of her. I love my sister, but her avoidance of responsibility, whether business or family, is a real bone of contention between us.
We need to determine whether the blood at your sister's apartment belongs to her. As her sister, you'd be a partial match, of course.
No problem. Just because we've had our problems doesn't mean that I don't love and care about my sister. You know?
Noble pensée.
Haven't I made it clear? We're oil and water, my sister and I. We are not close. And she wouldn't tell me her dress size, let alone share the details of her love life. Wait, actually, there is one thing that does come to mind. A few months ago, at the hospital, Carrie was making one of her rare visits to see how Dad is doing, and I was struck by how she and this male nurse were, well, almost flirting. Not that I know of. Again, we're not as close as most, or anyway, many sisters. Still, she was in the tabloids, so a stalker would be possible. Of course, that fiancé of hers behaves like a stalker. Does that count? Well, I can't say for sure it's Carrie, but I just discovered that someone was trying to use my Visa card on the day she disappeared. And they told me that their fraud protection agents had flagged a suspicious purchase. This has never happened before. It's gotta be Carrie.
That's interesting. Might be worth having Brass check into it.
I don't have anything else to say to you.
Mais je t'ai rien demandé. Généralement, c'est quand on a posé
Here's
toutes
an
les questions
answer
qu'on
worthy
regarde
of
la
a
personne.
raised
C'est ça.
eyebrow. Lucy had an appointment today with her sister at 7:30 p.m.
Oui, alors qu'elle ne se voyait pas. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Un coup de papier.
Try using
Avec
a
du sang.
similar tool. Was this used for opening letters or bloodletting?
Ah, c'est pour ouvrir ton bide. Bon, blague à part, on n'a pas accès à autre chose vu qu'on n'a pas de mandat. Hein. On a pu avoir accès qu'au bureau. On peut peut-être lui reposer des questions. Voilà.
We were planning to catch a late dinner, yes, but I got caught up in some business errands and got so far behind, I'm afraid you'll find I'm on your books for a speeding ticket at around 8 p.m. Frankly, I was so bent out of shape about it, I just headed back to the office, knowing Carrie had probably been waiting for me. She didn't pick up her cell phone. I'm afraid I just considered that more typically thoughtless, irresponsible behavior on her part. Oh, and that ticket is right here, if that'll help.
Ça, c'est un bon alibi.
Take a look at how sharp that stupid thing is. I should throw the damn thing out as many times as I've cut myself opening letters with it. But it was a gift from my father, and I'm sentimental that way. I don't have anything else to say to you.
Bon, plus rien à dire. Eh ben, on va aller analyser ce qu'on a.
Sure, they match, but we don't know what either of these items actually are, so this doesn't really get us anywhere. We need to match one of these against something known. We've done all we can with that evidence right now.
Voilà, ça c'est fait.
You know the kind of pressures we get from the string pullers in this town. Right now, Jacob Kennelly, from his deathbed, is providing a healthy dose. This kind of grief we don't need. So we need to find out what happened to his daughter fast. Now, what do you need?
Ah là là. On retrouve l'idée du premier jeu des experts. Vous avez la fille de la manière du casino qui s'est fait buter.
Someone made an international
principe,
call to a hotel in Aruba using Lucy Kennelly's Visa card. Visa flagged it as being outside of her normal spending pattern and notified her that it could be fraudulent. You could have a break here. If it was Carrie who made the charge locally, then she was still alive at 5:04 this evening, improving our timeline. Only take a second to access interdepartment records, and here it is. 8:12 p.m., 60 miles per hour in a residential zone. She was in one hell of a hurry to get someplace. This confirms she didn't meet her sister at 7:30, but that doesn't clear Lucy of murder, not when we don't even have a time of death or a body.
Alors, on va fouiller un autre lieu du coup. On va aller chez le fiançailles.
Oh, for Pete's sake, did a red flag come up on that ancient history piece of crap beef? Carrie and me, we were at this bar, and some asshole starts putting the make on her. No problem, at first. I tell him move along, he moves along. Only when I go to the little boy's room, I come back, and there the dipstick is, hitting on Carrie full throttle. I just, you know how it is, just went off on him. He wasn't hurt, not that bad.
Got yourself a little jealous streak, Mr. Dubois?
Jealousy has nothing to do with it. I'm an old-fashioned kind of guy who stands up for his lady when some panting jackass gets in her face is all. And Carrie, she's a sweet, trusting soul. She could get taken advantage of by some jerk without even knowing it. Till I came along, her taste in men was lousy.
Haute estime de soi, dis donc, hein. Adorable.
Are you trying to bait me? How many times have I told you people we were frickin' engaged? What part of Carrie was out buying her wedding dress the other day don't you understand?
No offense, Mr. Dubois. We have to ask the tough questions in a case like this.
Well, that's not a tough question, it's a stupid one. No way in hell would Carrie be with any other guy. We're, what do you call it, frickin' soulmates.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, I'll throw you a bone. See those sunglasses over there?
Nice glasses. Not quite right for you, though.
Don't be silly. Those are for a female. They're Carrie's glasses. Left them here yesterday.
Could we borrow them?
I'm not gonna stand on ceremony and ask for a warrant or some crap. Let me make it clear. Anything that'll help find Carrie, I'm up for.
Bah c'est gentil, noble pensée. Alors, par contre, elles sont où ces lunettes de soleil? Elles sont là. Ah, un petit cheveu? Ouais, c'est pas... ouais. C'est un peu compliqué à l'attraper. Hein. Voilà.
Could be a hair from our potential Vic. It has some scalp on it, which allows a DNA search. Without a victim, this is our best reference to determine if it's her blood.
I don't have anything
Enfin
else
savoir
for
si
you.
c'est bien elle. Donc on peut rien fouiller.
Nothing here that will help us.
Alors oui, parce qu'il y a autre chose à voir sur les lunettes.
Sunscreen or something.
Quelque chose.
Blood definitely came from one person.
Ok, donc maintenant on va s'amuser à faire toutes les traces. Voilà, voilà, c'est charmant. Puisque maintenant on a l'ADN de référence du coup.
Liquid concealer. This is a cosmetic of choice among abused women. Green offsets the red and blue of a deep bruise. And this residue on the shades could mean they're concealing a shiner. We've done all we can with that evidence right now.
Bon, on a fini.
I've got nothing new to report on the Vic.
Oh, tu veux pas nous donner l'analyse toxicologique?
Once you've got enough evidence, I'll hit up a judge.
Donc là, on va aller voir le fameux infirmier. Musée du Gringue. Alors là, il va falloir être très attentif.
Now we know who I am. Who are you?
Vegas Crime Lab. We have a few questions.
No. Of course I am. And I know that his daughter is Carrie Kennelly. She's had her picture in the media enough. And I may have spoken to her in passing when she's come to see her father. Though the younger daughter, whose name I forget, she comes around more frequently. But when you ask if I know the young woman, I can say that a male nurse and a casino heiress do not normally run in the same circles.
Je lui dis juste, regardez bien sa main droite, il tient une tasse de café, et ça c'est important.
According to her, the last time Carrie
Parce que la
visited her
première fois,
father, you were more attentive
on n'y
to
fait pas
Carrie
gaffe.
than to the patient.
Well, that's an absurd assertion. Now that you mention it, and keep in mind how many patients I deal with in a day, much less a week or a month, Carrie Kennelly was sort of friendly to me. Look, I really don't know her, but she did call me here at the hospital once. But it didn't go anywhere. We live in different worlds. Missing? Why, no, I didn't. That's sad news. I mean, she seems sweet and unaffected, considering her background. But you should understand that Mr. Kennelly's condition has worsened and he was recently moved to another hospital where he could receive specialized treatment. So, I haven't seen either of those young women lately. Hey, I really didn't mean to be evasive. It's just, if I were accused of getting familiar with a patient's daughter, I could get in trouble here. I really, truly don't know that young woman, except in passing. I have nothing else to say.
C'est tout? Bon. Va falloir faire plusieurs allers-retours en fait.
Sure thing. Looks like Mr. Porterson was once picked up at a club where patrons walk the kinkier side. Erotic blood play. Sick as that sounds, Nurse Porterson wasn't charged with anything. Yeah, it's right here. Plenty of calls to and from the hospital, but one was to Alex Porterson's cell phone at 4:36 p.m. today, before that call to Visa.
Ou toi, tu nous caches quelque chose.
That hotel, but they have no listings of Carrie calling or booking a room. Dead end.
On va juste analyser une dernière pièce pour être tranquille.
We've done all we can with that evidence right now. Which leads us to a few new questions, Mr. Porterson, starting with why did you lie to us about your relationship with Miss Kennelly?
What relationship? Do you have a relationship with everybody you talk to on the phone? We've become friends, casually, is all. I didn't lie, I just played that down, because I knew you'd take it wrong, which you are. I've just, you know, been trying to lend her a sympathetic ear. She can use it, after the abuse that bastard boyfriend of hers dishes out. Well, no, not specifically, but abused women are always afraid to reveal what's going on. They cover up for the abuser. Hell, you know that better than I do. But I have eyes. Even if I hadn't had medical training, a bruise is a bruise. And all the makeup at all the cosmetic counters in town couldn't conceal those contusions. And her manner, my God, she was scared to death of that brute. Must be a couple days ago? Of course, I talked to her on the phone just today. She was in a bad place where this, I can barely stand to say, marriage to that monster is concerned. Listen, I couldn't be more pleased that you're looking after Carrie's welfare, but if you want my DNA, you'll need to jump through the proper legal hoops. I know firsthand about labs screwing up, and I'd want every I dotted and T crossed before we took that step. Sorry.
Ok.
I have nothing else to say.
Donc il faut continuer à avancer dans le jeu, parce qu'il a toujours son café dans la main. Donc on va re-interroger tout le monde.
Look, I told you, Carrie doesn't share intimate details with me. But she has terrible taste in men. Controlling jerks, one and all. She's been knocked around before. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened again. She's a serial victim.
Did you ever see any signs of bruises recently?
No, but my sister doesn't exactly go easy with the makeup. She's a pretty young woman, but insecure, and cosmetics are just another thing for her to hide behind.
Ouais, tu vas le voir entre un petit trait de maquillage et se remettre du plâtre sur le visage. Hein.
Doesn't mean I don't care about her. So sure, but get those back. I jog regularly, keeps me fit and sane, and that's my only pair.
Oui. Allez. Il y a une tache.
These shoes appear to have been bleached, but was it to remove blood?
I don't have anything else to say to you.
Je comprends pas pourquoi à chaque fois ça fait ça. Oui, je me doute bien que t'as rien à me dire. Bon.
What bruises? What the hell are you implying?
We found traces of concealer makeup on her sunglasses. The kind that make bruises go away, on the surface.
What, now it's suspicious that Carrie used makeup? She was in the public eye. She had to doll herself up like a movie star. Anyway, you know how women are. I mean, vain and stuff. Is this how you find out what happened to Carrie? Accuse the one who loves her of crap like this? This is slander, and this is America, and I... Who said I did? What, that stick-up-her-butt sister of hers? You believe that self-serving psycho?
So the charges are unfounded.
Listen, this is personal, so I'd appreciate it if... What was your name? Sarah? You're a nice-looking woman. Hey, I don't mean to step over any line here, but grown-ups know about these things.
Is that right?
I didn't mean any offense. It's just that that icicle sister of hers doesn't understand what happens behind a bedroom door between two people who love each other in a, you know, passionate kind of way. What, you never had a hickey, honey?
That line you didn't mean to step over, Mr. Dubois? You just did.
Come on, I never hit Carrie out of anger. Hey, I like it a little rough, so does she. She's of age, she's with me of her own free will. I love her, okay? I would never hurt her in a hurtful way. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Ok. Ouais, mais il y a quand même une petite différence entre un petit rodéo sauvage dans le lit et cogner sa copine, hein. Bon, on va voir ce qu'on a sur les chaussures.
Well, there are no traces of blood on these shoes, just a lot of bleach. These shoes were not the ones at the crime scene.
D'accord, on a juste nettoyé l'eau de Javel, mais pour je sais pas quoi.
We've done all we can with that evidence right now.
Bon, bah très bien.
The trace analysis computer is the place for that.
Mais... Ah, oui, oui, oui. Je suis un peu bête, mais c'est vrai qu'on va regarder les traces de...
Same brand and size, but the parcel lacks any individual marks.
Oui, alors moi, à vue de nez, je vois la même, hein, donc...
Once you've got enough evidence, I'll hit up a judge.
Ok, donc il faut continuer à interroger et on va revoir lui.
Well, if you're back, it must be to thank me for pointing you toward that scumbag Dubois. Whatever happened to Carrie has to be that bastard's fault.
Seems they were into rough sex, behind closed doors. Strictly consensual.
And you're just going to take that abusive son of a bitch at his word.
Mr. Porterson, you're the one we've caught in a lie. What makes you a more reliable source than Dubois?
Hop, 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 hop.
I have nothing else to say.
Voilà. Et ça, vous pouvez largement passer à côté. Et ce qui m'est arrivé lors de ma première partie.
Let's help ourselves to a cup of Joe. His cup. If we're lucky, we might be able to get prints and a DNA sample off of it.
Donc voilà. En plus, plein de choses à récupérer, notamment une empreinte. Croyez-moi que cette mission, vous pouvez tourner en rond très 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 longtemps si vous ne faites pas attention aux petits gobelets.
Funny, isn't it? How sometimes a DNA sample is just waiting for you in a public place.
Et sans cet ADN-là, vous allez tourner en rond, clairement. Mais votre fidèle serviteur s'en est rendu compte quand même assez longtemps après, hein, on va pas se mentir. Parce que cet ADN sert à savoir... Voilà.
Whoa. Looks like the male nurse has been exercising his bedside manner on Carrie's couch.
On n'a même pas attendu que j'ai pu sur confirmer. Et ça va ouvrir du coup la suite de l'enquête. Alors, par contre, l'empreinte, je crois qu'elle ne sert pas à grand chose. Hein. On va avec la base de données. Si le monsieur il a un casier. Hop, hop, hop,
Matches
hop, hop.
Alex Porterson's hospital employee records.
Ah bah
Not
oui.
exactly shot.
Ouais, j'avoue. Ouais.
We've done all we can with that evidence right now.
Donc le gobelet c'est fini. Ici c'est tout bon. Donc là on va aller voir le capitaine.
Once you've got enough evidence, I'll hit up a judge.
Mais
I don't have anything for you right now.
Là maintenant il faut encore faire une série d'interrogatoires pour ajouter...
So my footprint is at my sister's place. Why is that significant?
It indicates you were at your sister's after the crime took place.
Are you kidding? We're sisters. About the same height and build from our shoe size to our bra size.
Ma chère Sarah, tu viens de me dire là quand j'ai passé l'empreinte de chaussures que non, c'est pas exactement la même et tu lui dis vous étiez là. Bah non.
Doesn't mean we don't like a bargain. You two are trying my patience. I have work to do. If you'll excuse me. I don't have anything else to say to you.
Eh non mais sans déconner quoi. Elle vient de le dire en plus. Ah c'est pas exactement la même. Elle a dit vous y étiez. Mais non, vu que c'est pas la même. Tabernacle. Ah, là c'est intéressant.
I don't have anything else for you.
Ok. Mais bizarre, on vient de te dire que... On a trouvé que ta femme te trompait. T'as rien à nous dire. On aimera quand même le magnifique JPEG de... de la vue de dehors. Hein. Allez, c'est parti. Oui, voilà.
Seems like you've been lending her more than a sympathetic ear.
Okay, look. I know this looks bad, but if you just think about it 1 second, you'll understand. I mean, do you really think I want that anger management class reject Dubois, knowing that I'm seeing his intended? Who knows what that psychopath is capable of?
Ouais, bah.
Well, I did
Ça va
talk
pas
to her
s'arranger, ça,
briefly
monsieur.
on the phone, but I've been here at the hospital on shift since 8 this morning. I have nothing else to say.
Très bien. Donc maintenant, on va retourner voir Monsieur Dubois. Voilà.
Say what?
Did you have any prior knowledge of this?
This isn't a topic I care to discuss with strangers. I'm out of here.
Well, let's hope he's not on his way to see Alex Porterson and create a new crime scene for us. And much as I'd love to find comb this place, Dubois being gone doesn't erase our need for a warrant.
Sans blague. Bon. On voit les petites interactions du coup avec les suspects. J'ai dit, oh, je m'en vais. Bon, on retourne à l'hôpital. Et ouais, il a un peu une sale gueule.
What
Hein.
do you think happened? And hey, thanks for sharing my secrets with that ape, Dubois. I'm lucky he didn't kill me. In fact, he threatened as much. Said, I'll kill your ass too.
Almost a confession.
I was alone in the break room when he caught up with me. I just thought he'd get in my face and that would be the end of it. And when he knocked me down, I was stunned. He was gone before I could yell for help. I did call hospital security, though. I probably shouldn't have.
Because having your relationship with a patient's daughter come out isn't so cool, is it?
I haven't done anything inappropriate. Damn, you people find out I've been assaulted and climb all over my ass? Why is it I pay taxes again?
Toi, t'es louche, toi.
Fortunately, hospital security called the police, and they caught up with that asshole in the parking lot. You should be able to check on that yourself. You still think I'm a liar or something.
Alors, c'est écrit meurtrier, il vient de dire menteur. Bon, on va aller voir quand même le capitaine, du coup.
Mr. Dubois is already a guest in lockup. He assaulted Nurse Porterson last night, as you probably already know. Shall we have a chat with the hot-tempered lad?
Bonjour, Monsieur Dubois.
I didn't attack him. If I'd attacked him, he'd know it, and so would you. I took it easy on that nerdy little creep, hitting on Carrie
Je lui
like
pétais la
that.
gueule à part
As
ça.
opposed to the way you hit
Tranquille.
on her? Are you saying you had no suspicion Carrie was seeing another guy?
Well, yeah, I guess I did. You can always tell when your, significant other's got something on their mind, but I wrote that off to pre-wedding jitters. How could I have imagined a toothpick like that twerp Porterson was my competition?
Had to hurt. Who could blame you for getting mad?
Killer? Oh, no. Oh, God, no. I admit I got a jealous streak, but I would never take it out on her. Give a creep like that Porterson an ass-kicking, sure, but I wouldn't even kill a maggot like that, let alone the woman I love, and I do love her. But we don't know she's dead. We're not writing her off as dead, are we? Are you?
Ouais.
You're not letting this go, are
C'est
you?
vrai.
I was at home watching TV. Then I went over to her place at midnight. That's all there is to it.
Anybody see you leave?
Probably not. I used the stairwell.
If I were in your shoes, I'd want an alibi.
I don't have anything else for you.
We've done all we can with that evidence right now.
Très bien. Va falloir chercher des mandats là maintenant. Hein. Voilà.
You got enough evidence for a search. I'll hit up a judge.
Nothing here that will help us. Nothing here that will help us.
Il n'y a pas grand chose. Hein. Hop, ça. Un barbecue. Yes.
Not to talk trash about Mr. Dubois, but let's get to the lab and see what brand of bag he prefers.
Alors pour rappel, on vient de dire que c'était un sac générique. Hein. Donc bon. Et pour peu qu'il ait demandé à son voisin un sac poubelle, voilà. Oh, bah c'est quand... C'est un peu dégueulasse quand même. Un coutal. On va prendre le couteau du coup.
We've got one child here with no family resemblance. This set of knives came from a high-end cutlery shop. But this other one, it's just a plain old slice co.
Ça c'est intéressant.
Something similar to that.
Oh, je sais jamais lequel prendre à chaque fois. Hein.
Bloody surface, serrated edge.
Bah,
Could this be the
on a
weapon
rien
we've
vu.
been searching for?
Ça c'est même pas coloré. Mais c'est très étrange.
Nothing here that will help us.
Mais pourquoi il y a une poêle comme ça? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Un dossier. Avec quelque chose dedans. Et une empreinte. Oh là là, il y a trop de trucs là. J'adore ce petit bruit. Ça fait toujours penser au premier épisode. Et oui, je le répète tout le temps, mais bon. Donc on n'a pas fini ce dossier parce qu'il y a un petit quelque chose dedans. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Funny thing to file away. And it wasn't even under S.
Alors oui. parce que... Elle dit la lettre S parce que tournevis en anglais c'est screwdriver quoi. Screwdriver. Screwdriver. Voilà. Et donc on a la lettre T. Alors la question c'est à qui est le sang sur le couteau? On va donc comparer avec celui des lunettes de soleil, voilà, et c'est bingo.
I wonder if Dubois will try to write this off to rough sex play.
Intéressant tout ça. On va vérifier l'empreinte. Voilà.
We've got a match to a Nevada Gaming Commission card. Lucy Kennelly. Wonder what she was doing around Michael Dubois' apartment. Those two brag about hating each other.
Oh la vache, non, ça devient compliqué là. Hein. Donc le dossier. Le sac poubelle.
So Dubois had the same brand of trash bags as the torn fragment we found at the crime scene. They are a common brand, so it's by no means proof. Michael and Carrie had access to these. Anyone else?
Et comme dit, surtout une marque
We've done all we can with
banale.
that evidence right now.
On a fini avec le couteau, mais il y a
We've
quelque
done all
chose
we
à
can with
faire.
that evidence right now.
Le tournevis. Il est très important celui-là. Parce que là aussi, si on n'y pense pas, Parce qu'on l'oublie très vite. Hein. Vu que les missions sont longues, là ça fait déjà quasiment 55 minutes. Il y a quelque chose qu'on n'a pas encore analysé dans les traces. C'est l'empreinte qu'il y avait dans le meuble. Et voilà.
Now we know what tool was used at Carrie's apartment to break open the drawer.
Et c'est très important ça. Donc là, on va s'amuser à faire tous les...
He's on his way to interrogation now.
On va réinterroger du coup Monsieur Dubois. Et après, on va devoir aller taper, entre guillemets, aller discuter avec tout le monde.
I know you think I'm some sort of mouth breather, but I'm actually a man of means and taste. I said I was an amateur chef. I wouldn't demean my kitchen with cheap tools like that.
Maybe so, but that's where we found it. In your kitchen. Maybe it walked in of its own accord. By the way, lab tells us your fiancé's blood is all over it.
Well, it may be her blood, but it's not my knife. I go in for the best. I can afford to spoil myself, and I do.
Ok.
Are you deaf
il
or
a pris le
stupid or
bus.
both? You shouldn't
Il
be
a
looking at
traversé la
me.
route.
You should be asking yourself, who put that junk blade in my shiny kitchen? I can tell you one thing, Carrie has knives like that. That sister of hers gave him to her, which shows you how little that bitch really cares about her. Lucy probably just
on doucement
lifted
avec les
her from the
insultes, hein.
double dip. It's the kind of low-end cutlery their restaurant uses. Other than Carrie and me, I don't know. You'd have to check with the building manager. It's janitor.
Ok, donc là il se dit, c'est pas au couteau.
Someone hid it in a file folder. It was used to pry open a desk drawer in Carrie Kennelly's apartment.
Looking for something?
A screwdriver in a file folder? Why don't you put it back and file it under screwed over by the cops?
Why don't you try leveling with us? Or you could be screwing yourself, Mr. Dubois, right into death row.
I came in, I saw that bloody mess. At that moment, for some stupid reason, I flashed onto this desk drawer Carrie had always kept locked from me, never tell me what was in it, drove me nuts, thinking the woman I loved, the woman I was gonna marry, thought it was right keeping something from me. So I ran to my truck, grabbed my screwdriver to pry the drawer open. I was looking for love letters or some such. Didn't really know, just had to know what was so damn secret. Only it was empty. I shut it. Felt very stupid about it, okay? And then I called the police.
So after you got back to your apartment, you hid the screwdriver in a place you thought we wouldn't find it. You thought wrong.
Bon. Je crois qu'on a fini avec lui, donc on va repartir. J'aime beaucoup ça en fait. Hein.
I don't have anything else to say to you.
T'as rien à dire. Pourtant... Bon, il manque quelque chose. Qu'est-ce que j'ai oublié d'analyser? On a tout analysé. On va revoir donc.
I have nothing else to say.
Là, on commence à tourner en rond. Ça va être pénible. Il manque quelque chose. Une analyse qui n'a pas été faite. Ou un objet qu'on n'a pas vu.
We've done all we can with that evidence right now.
Pourtant, on a tout vu, hein. Et on a quasiment tout fouillé. Alors, est-ce qu'il manque quelque chose ici? Là, sur le bureau, il n'y a pas de problème. La poubelle, là-bas. Voilà, voilà. Toujours penser à fouiller les poubelles. Alors, l'instant puzzle.
Here's a stunner. Mr. Kennelly is leaving the double dip to Carrie, not Lucy, even though it's Lucy who's worked her tail off for him. This is a motive.
Donc on peut avoir un mandat du coup pour la sister. Alors on va peut-être interroger.
Really? Well, it makes for humorous reading, if you're into irony.
Attends, laisse un testament dans la poubelle comme ça déchiré? Bah, c'est pas possible ça.
I'm taking it in the nethers, so that Daddy can help Carrie grow up and settle down.
You sound pretty upset about it.
Wouldn't you be? But I'm not worried. Carrie hasn't ever shown any interest in the family business, and she'll come running to me for help when the time comes. I told you, she'll be in over her head and need me. Why should I hurt her? Or do you mean kill her? Right, I slashed my sister to ribbons in her apartment over this. Sure, that'll put me in solid with my father.
Well, that note you left did sound like a threat. You won't see a penny?
Look, I don't want this to get out. It's confidential. That time I said would come when she'd come running to me for help? Well, it already came. Carrie was ready to hand the casino over to me.
Ok.
You want it in writing? Carrie's writing? Sure, it's right here. I don't have anything else to say to you.
We've done all we can with that evidence right now.
Donc on pourra peut-être demander maintenant les mandats.
Compelling stuff. I can call that judge with a clear conscience and get that search warrant.
Voilà, et là on peut fouiller partout. Avec normalement un objet qui n'était pas là avant. Je sais pas
Doesn't
où il
this
apparu.
key look like the one we found in Carrie's apartment?
I don't have anything else to say to you.
Mais je t'ai rien demandé. Oh, un petit cahier.
Well, this is definitely not Mr. Dubois' day. These records show profits from Mr. Dubois' bookmaking operation. Maybe this is the leverage Lucy Kennelly was talking about. Fairly wide gauge needles. I wonder what she needs these for. Skylar Progressive Hospital. That's where her dad was.
Voilà. Jesus. Seringue.
Nice work.
Je la fais pas celle-là. Donc une boîte de seringue, aiguille, pardon, pas de seringue. Alors oui, d'accord, ça c'est éclairé, mais...
That's not right for this.
Mais non, mais c'est la oui, c'est pas la seringue, c'est pas le bout d'aiguille. C'est le sang. Mhm.
I don't have anything else to say to you.
Alors... Je me suis un peu emballé. Il faut d'abord faire des petites analyses.
Look at our sweet, innocent heiress they've been putting in her veins.
Hey,
Ah,
Grissom
bonjour
asked me to
Catherine.
check up on you guys. Crack this sucker yet?
Who was it that said, curiouser and curiouser?
Probably Grissom, quoting Lewis Carroll. What's the latest curiosity?
Well, seems Carrie has this thing for needles and the people who have access to them.
Into drugs.
Initial report from the bloodbath in her apartment was negative. We're about to run this new sample by Doc Robbins.
If tox turns up clean here too, then you need to ask yourself, if our Vic wasn't shooting up, what were those needles for?
Bon, on va continuer dessus parce qu'elle nous a un peu perturbé. Hein. Alors, à qui est cette empreinte?
Horson's prints. Not too surprising if this box did come from that hospital.
Oui. Bon, jusqu'ici tout va bien. Bon, on a un peu tout analysé.
We've done all we can with that evidence right now.
Après, il faut le faire interroger tout le monde encore, je vois.
We've done all we can with that evidence right now.
Voilà, et on va du coup analyser la clé qu'on a. Et
Yes, an
bingo!
exact match to the key to Michael Dubois' apartment. So there was a third person with access.
Doubtful. He's very sick and very rich. Those are hard hurdles to get over, and getting over them will take time. If we can crack this thing without going there, we should. He's on his way to interrogation now.
Donc lui, il est intéressant pour parler de son petit livre de bookmaker. Hein.
What? Listen, this is supposed to be a missing persons deal or a murder. What does this have? How did... Found my records, huh? Thought I'd misplaced them, or maybe Carrie had taken them.
Is that the real reason you decided to break into her desk before calling the police?
Okay, it is. But so what? That doesn't mean I killed her, beat her bloody or anything. I just saw all that red everywhere and knew you people would give the place the treatment. And if those records were there, better I found them than you. But I didn't find them, and you did. Where? Lucy's office. What the... Why in the... I have no idea. Unless that bitch stole them for some sick reason.
Bookmaking outside the system is frowned on even in a gambling town like Vegas, especially in a gambling town like Vegas. You need to keep better track of your records.
She had a key to my... Damn it! Is there anything that conniving little monster won't do? How should I know how she got the key? Stole it from her sister, maybe. I sure as hell didn't give it to her. Like to wring her scrawny little neck.
Not the smartest thing to say in front of a homicide detective.
Oh, just popped out. I have this tendency to, you know, let off steam. Wouldn't you be wound a little tight if you'd had the day I had?
Possible, mais bon.
This morning I'd have said that was crazy, the idea she'd do drugs. Now, what do I know? Up is down, down is up, black is white, white is sharp frickin' truce.
Alors, il manque quand même encore à fouiller le...
Consider it done. Check back for the results. I have
Done.
clean. No drugs indicated at all.
Putain,
And what
rapide.
was Carrie using needles for?
Bonne question! On a des aiguilles, mais pour rien. Donc bon, c'était très étrange.
Yep, that hypodermic needle ought to inject some confidence in a judge. Let's go.
Là, du coup, on va enfin interroger l'assisteur nano locaux. Hello.
So you found those. Need any further convincing that this guy is a total pawn scum? I took them from his apartment, yes, because I wanted something to really show my father what sort of lowlife his precious little girl was getting ready to marry. A blessed union that stood to taint our family and our business with guilt by association.
I'd have thought
Yeah.
you wanted to protect your sister from a lowlife like Dubois.
Carrie was past listening to reason, and I don't remember when she ever listened to me. Meek though she seems, she makes her own choices. My responsibility is the business my father worked so hard to build. Stopped in one day to deliver a copy of my father's will to Carrie, only she wasn't in. I have a spare key for her apartment for emergencies. Whatever squabbles we might have, we're still family. Anyway, I went in and stumbled across that spare key to Dubois' apartment. Thinking fast, I went out to my car and got some ski wax out of the trunk, made an impression, and had a key made that very afternoon.
So you helped yourself to a good hard look around his apartment.
The guy is slime, and you know it, and I know it. I knew damn well I'd find something on him. Frankly, I expected to find drugs, but what I did find works just as well to demonstrate what an amoral loser Carrie hooked up with.
Eh ben.
Plant a... No, no! I didn't go there to plant anything. I just looked for evidence of his low-life character.
So you had a key, you knew Carrie was getting everything in your father's will. Perfect opportunity to get rid of Sis and claim your rightful share of the family fortune. Especially with that scumbag fiancé just waiting to be fit for a frame.
Listen carefully. Carrie and I have had our problems. I don't like her, okay? But she's my sister, and I love her. I would sooner kill myself than harm her. And anyway, why would I? She already signed the casino over to me.
Pas faux.
I found those needles at Carrie's place when I was dropping off the will, remember? They disturbed me, obviously. If she got herself involved in drugs, I'd have to... I don't know what. Certainly, I intended to confront her about it.
Is that why you left that note?
Well, I was pretty angry. I figured with all the opportunities Carrie had heaped upon her in her short life to get involved with drugs, and that's what I assumed, though I suppose it could have been an illness or something. Anyway, I was bent out of shape, out of concern for her. I don't have anything else to say to you.
Pourquoi voilà, le jeu doit bugger un peu des fois, parce que chaque fois que j'ai fini avec elle, elle me dit j'ai plus rien à dire, mais je t'ai rien demandé.
He's
Donc
on
là,
his way to interrogation now.
on va le réinterroger pour être sûr de ne rien oublier.
I don't have anything else for you.
Donc il ne reste qu'une seule chose à faire, retour à l'hôpital. Et voilà, on va papoter.
How should I know? She could have taken them from the hospital on one of her visits to her father, couldn't she?
Your fingerprints are on the box.
I work at the hospital. Could be a coincidence. I wouldn't put
Pas faux.
it past her, getting in my locker and taking them from there.
Keeping needles in your locker, that's standard for a nurse?
Hell, I keep all
Ah,
kinds of things in my locker. Not storing, more like dropping stuff off when I'm on my way to here or coming from there, you know.
We're
oula.
talking employee locker? Here at the hospital?
I suppose we are. No big deal, right? Don't you have a locker at work?
Alors oui, mais moi je mets pas mon flingue et des trucs comme ça dedans.
I have
Quoi.
nothing else to say.
Ah, là tu viens de te vendre, gros. Un mandat. Un
Nice
mandat.
work. Time to breathe some fresh air into that locker of his and see what he's hiding. I'll call a judge.
On lui demandait à Sarah qu'elle mettait des preuves dans son casier. Hein. Oh, qu'est-ce que... Oh, il y a plein de choses. Une photo de la victime, du coup. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce bazar? Une robe. Un sac poubelle. Avec du sang. Robe avec du sang, très bien.
Look familiar?
Une paire de bols. Avec des traces, voilà, qui doit être du sang. Voilà. Et
Inside smells like blood.
Et voilà. On a tout vidé. Mais quelle idée d'avoir stocké tout ça dans son casier, sans déconner. Bon, il n'y a rien à faire sur la photo. Allez, on passe aux analyses
We've
maintenant.
done all we can with that evidence right now.
Ça c'est fait.
We've done all we can with that evidence right now.
Et ça aussi. Et on va vite comprendre ce qui s'est passé. Parce que là, on reste quand même perplexe. Hein. Une aiguille où il n'y a pas de drogue, un multitude de sang mais pas de cadavre.
Definitely Carrie Kennelly. But what did Alex do with the body?
Oui, une bonne question. Donc il était là, sur le lieu du crime.
This may have started out as a tomato juice jug, but it wound up filled with another kind of red.
Tout à fait.
There's more to be done with that item before we can process it.
Ah oui, alors, il y a autre chose à faire dessus.
The trace analysis computer is the place for that.
Oui. On a encore plein de choses à faire sur les objets.
We've done all we can with that evidence right now.
Sauf la robe. Donc ici, on va juste, voilà, les empreintes.
Maybe our victim was trying to escape out the window.
Oui. Après, ça a la pointure de la sœur, du coup, donc... bizarre que ce soit lui, du coup. Ah, mais la victime, pas le suspect. Pardon.
No surprise here. This is the bag that left a torn piece on Carrie's windowsill.
Mais si tout le monde a sa poubelle, voilà quoi. L'intérêt de la preuve est très minime. Alors maintenant, on va regarder un peu ici ce qui manque. Et j'avoue que là, je galère fortement à chaque fois parce qu'on voit rien, cette bouteille. C'est un peu long quand on fait glisser vers le bas. Moi c'est sur l'étiquette mais non, du coup je sais pas ce qui manque dessus. Ça m'a déjà fait le coup. On va aller voir le capitaine.
Like Grissom says, blood tells, and all the telling stems from Alex Portison's locker. Let's talk to him.
Bonjour.
I'm sure you could come up with some really interesting lies for us, Alex. But let's try the truth. It should be interesting enough.
They're Carrie's clothes, all right. Carrie's blood. It's all Carrie's.
Where is
Yeah.
Carrie Kennelly?
If you and Carrie ever really were friends, cut her family a break. They deserve the truth.
Motel across town.
You left her body in a motel room? It wouldn't have taken us long before we found her. The smell alone.
You don't get it. You're just not that smart.
I'll work real hard at it, Alex. Educate me.
She's not dead. Carrie Kennelly is not dead.
Not dead. All that blood.
You mean you
Maybe
haven't put
you'll
it all
get
together
super.
yet? I mean, you found the jug and the needles, right? I didn't kill Carrie. Carrie killed Carrie.
Are you
Oula.
prepping an insanity plea?
You have to understand. Carrie was born with a silver spoon, but a tarnished one. She's pretty, and her father is famous, and that made her and everything she did tabloid fodder. She had this thing for bad boys, and she took more beatings than a Persian carpet. Her life in a fishbowl really got to her. She wanted a simpler life, but her daddy wanted her to take over the casino, a business Carrie hated. Why Mr. Kennelly refused to consider Lucy, who for all her faults had worked hard for him, I couldn't say. Maybe Lucy wanted it a little too much. And one day, Carrie woke up and she had a dying daddy waiting to burden her with more responsibility than she could ever face. Not to mention a sister who hated her guts, and an upcoming marriage that promised to make her the battered wife poster girl. Lucy, her father, Dubois, they all underestimated her. Behind those blue eyes and that placid personality, Carrie is a clever girl. And she knew she couldn't just leave, or else Dubois and her father would come looking for her. She figured she only had one way out, to fake her own death. It would require some minor plastic surgery and a change of hair color, and a lot of planning and a hell of a lot of nerve. But she relished the thought of putting one over on all these control freaks just ruining her life.
So she met you, a male nurse, with medical knowledge and a sympathetic style, and the two of you saved her blood. It must have taken months.
Ms. Seidel, you're a clever young woman yourself. We drew out only a bit at a time. We stored it in the juice jug you found in the freezer. She slowly thawed it, and then she splashed her blood around everywhere, creating a crime scene that would inevitably lead to her being declared dead.
Then she brought you her bloody clothes to destroy them in the hospital incinerator.
Yes, but then I screwed up. Got busy at work, not daring to attract undue attention, and haven't had a chance to get those clothes to the incinerator. Particularly not with you people underfoot so much. Then you beat me to them.
Why do I think it was your idea to use the knife to frame Dubois?
Well, you're correct about that, Captain. That wasn't like Carrie at all. Took some real convincing. But I couldn't risk him coming after us, not with his temper. And anyway, I convinced her that her murder would be more real if someone paid for it. And that abusing bastard deserved it. I think she felt good about knowing he would never beat up on a woman again.
So what was the plan, after you fooled the world into accepting Carrie's death?
We're in love, Captain. Neither one of us care a damn about the money, just each other. She'd pulled enough out of her accounts to give us a start. We were heading to Aruba to make a new life together.
Well, you won't need money where you'll be going, and you won't be together. You see, just because Dubois is a woman-beating asshole, that doesn't make it cool to frame him for murder. What motel and what room, Alex?
Eh bien. C'est un sacré finish quand même de cette mission. C'est lui quand même les mieux ficelé, clairement. Parce qu'on s'attend pas du tout à ce retournement de situation. Oula, pas content. Ainsi s'achève cette troisième mission. Alors, très sympa. Vraiment, c'est une de mes préférées, j'avoue. Un corps qui n'existe pas, c'est bien joué. Alors, on va regarder les statistiques. Alors, oui, j'ai tout trouvé, alors qu'on me disait que la bouteille de tomate, là, avec le sang, n'était pas finie. Bon. Enfin bref, j'espère que cette vidéo vous aura plu. N'hésitez pas à commenter et à partager. D'ici là, je vous souhaite une bonne journée et bon jeu. Salut!